Hey there, if you're someone who is just fed up with chronic pain, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to be unlocking the secrets of a really powerful technique, one that's designed to bring some real lasting relief: deep tissue massage. So let's just start with a quick question. Do you ever feel like constant aches and tension and stress are, I don't know, just a normal part of life now? If you're nodding your head yes right now, trust me, you are not alone. We're all kind of facing this widespread issue. It's this persistent kind of pain that comes from our jobs, from our workouts, or maybe even from old injuries that just never seem to fully go away. And it really doesn't matter who you are. Whether you're an athlete pushing your body to its absolute limits, or you spend 8 hours a day hunched over a keyboard, the end result is often the same, right? Chronic tension, a stiff neck, sore shoulders, that nagging back pain. So many of us are on this journey, just searching for real, effective relief. But what if the answer isn't just about general relaxation? What if the key is to go deeper? Let's dive into a therapeutic technique that's designed to do exactly that. So, what is deep tissue massage really? Well, it's a very specialized therapy. It targets the deepest layers of your muscle and that web of connective tissue that surrounds them. That's called fascia. And the method here is really important. It uses slow, deliberate strokes and some pretty firm, sustained pressure to get right to the root of that chronic tension. The whole goal is to break down what are known as adhesions. Now, you can just think of these as tight bands of painful, rigid tissue. You and I would probably just call them knots. By applying that focused pressure and releasing these knots, the massage helps to restore your body's natural range of motion and, of course, provide some major pain relief. And look, this isn't just about feeling good for an hour. The benefits are actually backed by a growing body of scientific research. So let's take a look at the science behind why this technique is just so effective. Researchers have pretty much pinpointed 5 major benefits that all kind of work together. First, you get serious pain relief. That, in turn, leads to a measurable drop in stress. This can actually help lower blood pressure. And on top of all that, the technique itself helps speed up injury recovery and boosts your overall mobility. And the evidence for that pain relief is pretty incredible. For example, a 2014 study found that for people dealing with chronic low back pain, getting a deep tissue massage was just as effective as taking common anti-inflammatory drugs. I mean, that's a pretty powerful statement about its therapeutic value. But the benefits don't even stop there. This kind of massage has been shown to lower your levels of cortisol, that's the stress hormone, while at the same time boosting oxytocin, which is often called the feel-good hormone. It also helps you recover from injuries by increasing blood flow to those areas and breaking up scar tissue, all while releasing tight muscles to make you more flexible. Okay, so right about now, you might be thinking, all right, I get it, but isn't a massage just a massage? Well, not quite. Let's break down how deep tissue is actually pretty different from other popular styles you might have tried. The key difference really comes down to the goal. A Swedish massage is all about broad, general relaxation. Think lighter pressure, long gliding strokes, more of a full body experience. Deep tissue, on the other hand, is much more focused. It uses firm, deep pressure on specific problem spots with a very clear mission: to treat chronic pain. So what can you expect if you go for a session? Well, it always starts with a good conversation about your specific issues. Your therapist will then warm up your muscles with some lighter pressure before they get into the really deep work. And communication is absolutely vital. It might feel intense. Sometimes people call it a good hurt, but it should never feel truly unbearable. Oh, and don't be surprised if you feel a little bit sore the next day, kind of like you would after a really good workout. So with all this information on the table, the final question is really a personal one. Is this powerful therapeutic technique the right choice for your body and for your wellness goals? Because while it's incredibly beneficial for so many people, deep tissue massage really isn't for everyone. It's super important to know if this is something you should maybe proceed with a little caution on. Your safety has to be number one. So if you have a history of blood clots, if you take blood thinners, have a bleeding disorder, if you're undergoing cancer treatment, or have conditions like osteoporosis, it is absolutely essential that you consult your doctor before you book a deep tissue massage. Always be completely open with your therapist about any health conditions you have. So we'll just leave you with this one thought. For all the constant aches and pains of modern life, for that tension that just won't seem to quit, what if the real key to finally unlocking relief is simply about being willing to go a little deeper?